When thinking of Florida, most people imagine sun-soaked beaches, but beyond the shoreline lie expansive fields and sprawling farms. These areas face a significant challenge: wild hogs causing widespread damage. These intelligent animals use rolling hills and dense thickets for cover, allowing them to hide, multiply, and wreak havoc on crops. At dawn, the early mist clings to the hilltops, creating the ideal conditions for observing the wild hogs. After a night of foraging, these animals are most active, though their poor vision makes them highly sensitive to danger. Once they detect a threat, they disappear almost instantly. During morning operations, a boar charging down a hillside required multiple precise shots before it could be safely neutralized. Across the terrain, another target moved steadily, unaware of the approaching danger. Through careful aiming, the shot struck accurately, bringing the animal down efficiently before it could react. Wild hogs create destruction wherever they roam. Effective management strategies aim to restore balance to the land. In one instance, a hog paused mid-step, its instincts alerting it to nearby danger. This hesitation provided an opportunity for a precise, well-timed intervention to protect the farmland. As operations shifted to lower ground, the distance between hunters and prey became minimal. A full-grown wild hog weighing several hundred pounds emerged from dense brush, leaving little room for error. When it charged along a narrow trail, a single, expertly placed shot successfully ended its desperate run. The rustling in the undergrowth often signals approaching prey. When a massive wild hog advanced through the vegetation, a precise shot neutralized the threat immediately, demonstrating the importance of timing and strategic positioning. As dusk fell, the loud barking of hunting dogs pushed remaining animals into the open, allowing for controlled and safe intervention. Multiple shots ensured the hogs were managed effectively, concluding a day of careful wildlife control. At the end of operations, vehicles transported the harvested animals back, highlighting the results of organized, responsible wildlife management. In Texas, one farm had been devastated overnight by a large group of wild hogs. Even experienced landowners found themselves overwhelmed by the number and boldness of the animals, necessitating assistance from professional hunting crews. To attract the animals safely, automatic feeders were set up, drawing the hogs in for controlled management. With their attention focused on food, targeted interventions were carried out efficiently. Multiple animals were neutralized with precise and confident shots, demonstrating the effectiveness of well-planned strategies. By coordinating across the area, the team maximized coverage and ensured that wild hog populations were managed responsibly, reducing agricultural damage and protecting the local ecosystem. Focus and precision are essential when managing wild hog populations. Each shot must be executed with care and speed to ensure efficiency. The mission in these operations is to control as many animals as possible before nightfall. On the following afternoon, hunting resumed across the farm grounds. A sizable group of full-grown wild boars was encountered, standing alert and observing the surroundings warily. One animal was carefully targeted and neutralized with a single, well-placed shot. The team moved toward another pre-positioned feeder. The animals, focused on food, were unaware of nearby observers, effectively falling into a controlled management setup. From an elevated stand, a shot was taken with precision, and another boar was successfully removed. Feed was gradually spread across the fields, drawing the animals closer. As the sun lowered, targets were assessed from hidden positions, ensuring a safe and measured approach. Shots were executed with accuracy, and each wild boar was neutralized without unnecessary disturbance to the surrounding area. By nightfall, the team returned to enclosed hunting blinds to complete the day's operations. Careful positioning and timing ensured that each intervention was both effective and safe, minimizing risk to the environment and people nearby. In the northern European countryside, wild boars have become a persistent challenge, causing significant damage to crops and sowing fear across agricultural land. Farmers and land managers have implemented controlled hunting measures to mitigate these impacts. Early in the morning, before sunrise, operations commenced in the fields. Herds of wild boars were observed feeding on young wheat stalks, demonstrating both the animals' adaptability and the damage they can inflict. Strategic targeting focused on individuals at the outer edges of the herd, allowing for safe and controlled intervention. Initial shots often create temporary confusion among the group, enabling safe movement and further management actions. Subsequent targets were approached cautiously, and well-aimed shots ensured effective population control. In some instances, wild boars were found deeply engaged in feeding, unaware of the nearby presence of observers. Such moments provide critical opportunities for safe and precise management. Occasionally, animals manage to escape initial attempts, requiring follow-up strategies to maintain control over the population. Operations extended toward nearby forested areas, known gathering spots for wild boars. From behind tree lines, additional animals emerged and were addressed with carefully placed shots. By consistently maintaining vigilance, accuracy, and adherence to safety protocols, each intervention successfully reduced the impact of wild boars on farmland. The team reached the officially designated hunting zone, where controlled measures were permitted. Under pressure from trained hunting dogs sweeping through the forest, wild boars began emerging in increasing numbers. In a frantic attempt to escape, the animals moved without awareness of the strategically positioned teams. Each boar entering a line of sight became a carefully monitored target, with no realistic chance of evading capture. Some of the more desperate animals sought refuge deep within dense forest, assuming the cover would protect them. However, ambush teams had already been deployed along potential escape routes and hiding spots, ensuring that all animals remained contained within the managed area. Recent reports from urban areas indicate an unusual increase in wild boar sightings, with animals entering residential neighborhoods and creating hazards for public safety. Historically, these animals have remained on the outskirts of cities, primarily affecting rural farmland. Their sudden forays into populated areas have prompted emergency measures, mobilizing professional hunting teams to address the threat. A mountainous forest, adjacent to the affected fields, was identified as a likely location for the boar herd. The rugged terrain and limited visibility required careful observation and planning. The team relied on trained hunting dogs to track movement and locate targets efficiently. As the dogs barked, hunters took up ambush positions from multiple directions, causing the boars to panic and scatter. The resulting scene was chaotic, but provided an opportunity for targeted intervention. Precise shots were taken to neutralize initial targets, while the remaining herd attempted to flee. Despite their speed and evasive movements, the combination of ambush strategies and canine tracking allowed the team to control the situation effectively. Throughout the operation, hunters moved methodically, clearing areas and securing remaining animals. The forest became a controlled zone, with the dogs and teams working together to prevent further damage and protect surrounding land. Well-placed shots ensured that each wild boar encountered was managed safely and efficiently, minimizing risks to the environment and local communities. Even after the majority of the herd was controlled, additional animals were spotted along the hillside, demonstrating the importance of ongoing vigilance and coordinated management in areas prone to wild boar activity.